What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Go Shelf. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be doing an unboxing and a review because this is the Mezco One 12 Destro Action Figure. Super excited for this guy, man. What can I say? I know the classified line is out there, and there's a lot of new drops, a lot of new league reveals and whatnot, SDCC exclusives, and possibly fan channel. I haven't been keeping up with all the juice and the good stuff, but I'm definitely excited for this guy, man. I can't wait till they release more figures, but until then, let's get this guy free out of the box. Here I got my utility knife. Here we got him out of the box, man. It's very cool. You can see that right there, the front. You got some. This is the retro Destro, right? This is how he looked back in the 80s, before my time. This is actually my mother's time, but she got me into Gijoe, man. And I grew up with the real American hero, and I believe Spy Troops. But this is definitely awesome, man. You got the Gijoe emblem logo there. You got the Destro name, and then the 112 collective post play display. So that's really nice. And in the back you got, I think this is in honoring to the vintage cards, right? And then it has this in the front, so it's like the bubble, and then you had this in the front. So that was always the aesthetic of it was always really nice and whatnot. But yeah, let's take a quick pause and get them out of the packaging. Here we got them out of the packaging. I gotta say, man, I'm like super stoked. I can't say it enough, can't stress it enough. Here's the box again. Let's toss this to the side, and here we got some instructions. It says Destro, replacing batteries in case and activating light up function. Here he is inside the plastic, out of the box. That's very nice, man. So let's get this guy opened. Let's pop this boy out. Oh man, I cannot wait. Oh yeah. So there we have him, man. Wow, look at him. Look at him, look at him, look at him. So that's very cool. Look at that. Nice and stiff, nothing flimsy. That's how we like our figures. That's really, really cool. Digging that. Man, this paint job is amazing. That looks mean. So there you have that. Let's get another close up in there, man. I have to. That's really nice. Before we continue, I already took the freedom to just change up some things on him. I put a gun on him. I changed his head sculpt. Yeah, I think the head sculpt he does come with is this one, but this one's like basically what the box is promoting or advertising. So it's very cool. I just like to change him up, man. He's really cool. He's very awesome. Very cool. All right, man. Before we continue, let's look at the paint apps and the sculpting. The sculpting is crazy good, man. It's crazy amazing. It just looks so real. It looks like a baby hot toy, right? The paint apps is awesome. Like, it's really hard to in my opinion, it's really hard to paint anything. I'm sure they use machines or whatnot, but the chest looks very cool. Like, there's not much bleeding going on. It is a $90 figure, so it's nothing too crazy. I definitely love like this burgundy or fuchsia. What's the name of that red color? And then you get some of that same red on the belt buckle, on the holster, and the other holster as well, and on the back of the belt also, which is a really nice touch. This gunmetal on his gauntlet really gives it some life. This piece keeps coming off, so I just left it out. But the little rockets on his gauntlet as well, they're painted that same red, and it's got like gold, some kind of gold brackets there, rings holding it in place. That before, I guess once he shoots it, they just launch out or whatever, they fall out. The boots are nicely sculpted as well. You can see that. I'll turn them around so you guys can see them. That's really, really cool. The zipper is actually cool, man. It's nicely painted, beautifully painted. And then also the belt, you got that same gunmetal. It looks like something Batman would wear. It looks so cool. And then on his suit, you do have like this pleather or synthetic leather going on. You've got some on the shoulders, you've got some on the chest areas, on the far right and left side. You got that same material in the back side. It's got like a different texture there, like and then I think from the shoulders is connected down to the forearms. But since the gauntlets are there, I'm sure it's covering it. I don't think it pops out, but I probably won't do that. And it does have a little padding on his elbows as well. And then you got some more of that synthetic material here on his waist, and it goes down to his inner thigh, and I'm sure it connects down to his shin, but since the boots are there, it's probably covering it. So that's very nice. So I'm digging that. And then the hands, the fists are nicely sculpted. Got some kind of like padding on the knuckles. Pretty sure it's metal or some kind of strong material. And the boots are nice, man. I just can't get over the boots. The boots are like super cool. They look really nice. You know, this is a spectacular figure. I'm digging it. The boots are nicely. The actual boot at the bottom, like the treads and all that good stuff, it's nicely sculpted. Even the treads look nice, man. Nice and shiny right there. That's very cool. I'm digging that. And as for the heads, these are all different. They got like some kind of different sculpting. So these two actually have like a normal, I would say like more of a movie type or comic side of Destro, and then this one is more of the vintage looking retro head sculpt, right? But I definitely like the retro. I'm just more used to the regular, you know, different type style of head or artwork. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's definitely cool. Let's jump into the articulation. So because of the collar, the head is pretty hindered. You could spin 360, but you're not really gonna get over that. And you can look up, you can look down, ab crunch, and a joint, so you can lean backward this much forward, and you can get some pivot, some twisting motion there. Ball hinge joint on the shoulder, but because of the suit, it's gonna hinder you in all the joints, but you can still get some good, good range of motion there. You can pull his arm up and down, you can lean forward and backward. I wouldn't spin it 360, you don't want to rip it. Double jointed elbows, that's always a plus, so I'm digging that. And then the wrists, the hands spin, and it pivots up and down, side to side. And the legs as well, ball hinge joints. He can kick up pretty high. He wants to kick down a Gijoe, get him out of the way. Double jointed knees, gotta love that. I'm digging that. I don't know if the shin spins. I'm pretty sure it does, but since, like I said, like the suit and all that, the way it's engineered, it might not let you. The foot is actually on a swivel, and it does pivot. It rocks back and forth, side to side. That's as far as it goes back, and this much forward. So you're kind of limited, but you can still turn it side to side, or pretty good range of motion. And here we're gonna look at some of how he looks with the gun. This is like his primary rifle, which is very nice. And then I went ahead and changed his hand. That's his finger. And when you start to mess with the guns or start to change his hands, don't feel afraid to mess with the hands, because they're like a rubber material, if you can see that. So they're not like any other figure where they're kind of hard plastic. You gotta kind of heat it up a little bit in order to mess with it. As for the accessories, he does come with the gun that you basically can assemble, flight stand, and then with the base, the little baggie for your accessories if you decide to throw away the box. And he also does come with this backup side arm, which I dropped the magazine. You can literally see through the gun because I dropped the magazine. And this part actually is my favorite from the accessories. I know I've probably been saying that about everything, but this definitely beats them all. So you just pop the batteries in there like the instructions say. You just gotta be careful with it. Let me turn this bad boy on. You turn it on like that, right? It's got a little tab on the side once you put your batteries on, and then you just pop it, close it back up, put it in the suitcase, and there you go. Gotta call the bomb squad to come turn off these lethal explosives. So that's very cool, man. This is one of the best accessories I've seen in a while, man. I can't even like stop looking at it, but this is really awesome. I'm thinking that's a nice feature. Oh, and then here's that main rifle. You can basically pull out his magazine, which is pretty cool. I'm really digging it. It doesn't do much, but the design on it, man, is really freaking awesome. I'm digging it. It's like hard plastic. It's it's not warped or bent or anything like that. So that's super cool. And then let's look at the other stuff. He does come with the explosive effect that shoots out of his gauntlet right there. I just don't want to mess with everything yet because I feel like I'm gonna drop it all. And he does come with a backup holster for that huge sidearm, which is the bigger one. He does come with a backup magazine, 2 magazines, and he does come with holding hands, open hands, left trigger finger, left pointing hand, and then I think a resting hand or like a holding hand, right? The other one is just like a grabbing hand. And then he does come with the same thing for the right hand. It comes with open hands, trigger finger, and then he comes with this other another gun holding, weapon holding hand. So that's really cool for the accessories. I'm definitely in love with this guy, man. I can't wait to get basically get the rest of the figures coming out. I know Firefly, Snake Eyes, and I think Roblox have been leaked or revealed, or they're up for pre-order. I'm not sure which other ones. I haven't really been keeping up with them, but I definitely want to stick to the Mezco G.I. Joe stuff. I'm super stoked about them. This one is one bad piece. I know figures are expensive nowadays, but if you can get him, you're a diehard G.I. Joe fan. I'm not a super diehard fan, but I definitely appreciate the franchise, the G.I. Joe franchise, and all the characters and all that good stuff. But definitely a must pick up, a must grab if you're into G.I. Joe, or if you're into Mezco, you know, as a whole brand and company. This is a really good figure for you. And if you already have the classified figures, this will probably look good with the Baroness figure. I actually got her behind me. I'm gonna open her up pretty soon, one of these moments, and then, you know, take a picture of them together or something and whatnot. But yeah, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, comment, share. Drop a comment on there. I'm down to watch some of your guys' videos as well. Catch me later.